They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now Cousins. And this one is incomplete. All right, as we sit here right now, let's look after Week 15 teams that are in. Seahawks clinching NFC West, NFC East Cowboys in, AFC West Raiders, and then, of course, the Patriots out of the AFC East. Who do you like?
I tell you what, it's still hard for me to go against the Patriots, even though we know that Gronk won't play throughout the playoffs. They know how to adjust better than any team in football. But Dallas, I know people want to find a way to knock them out of this deal. I think that youth will be served for Dallas. And with that,
Jordan Reed, the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. On second down, here's Simeon. Looking for Sam. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 79 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Touchdown, Washington! Vernon Davis, 53 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
the touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10, Simeon again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Simeon. And Fowler's got it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed,
Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the...
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Out to the left here to Reed. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack. Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Cousins, he's going to go up top again, and it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Forsett. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got every
touchdown, Washington. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Cousins will try and throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a first down throw, Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 28 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out now come the Redskins. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Happy holidays, everyone. It's a great time of year, isn't it? And I know that we've had a blast doing these updates here for Madden, and we certainly hope that you've had a blast receiving them. Now, Week 16, we will not have updates for you, but we'll be back for Week 17.
We will indeed. I like how you just popped in there right after the incompletion. Happy holidays, very enthusiastic. No, certainly, everybody enjoy the time with friends and family, and looking forward to 2017. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They come up in an offset eye. Cousins. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, Simeon. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders from 17 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Brandon, I think the NFL in recent years made an absolute brilliant tactical decision and has to move a lot of the divisional games to the end of the year in hopes that it would mean something. And, you know, remember at that time it was, hey, we don't want people to rest players down the stretch. Well, I think it's worked brilliantly because we've got some big-time games potentially showing up here at the end of 2016.
Adds intrigue in some big games. Intrigue also, though, because even if you've got 2 teams that maybe are having bad... A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Benny Fowler, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And they'll
tonight, we ain't going out. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying